Imagine if changing your habits was as simple as changing how you see yourself. In this video, we'll explore the concept of identity-based habits and why they're the key to lasting transformation. Most people try to change their habits by setting big goals. They think, I want to lose weight, or I want to be more productive. But this approach focuses only on outcomes. The problem with outcome-based goals is that they don't address the deeper issue, how we see ourselves. If we want lasting change, we need to change our identity. In Atomic Habits, James Clear explains that identity-based habits start with asking a different question. Instead of, what do I want to achieve? Ask, who do I want to become? When you focus on identity, every small action you take reinforces the person you're becoming. For example, if you want to become a writer, focus on being someone who writes regularly. Every time you sit down to write, you're casting a vote for your identity as a writer. This shift from goals to identity is powerful because it aligns your actions with who you want to be. Imagine two people trying to quit smoking. One says, I'm trying to quit. The other says, I'm not a smoker. The second person's statement is rooted in identity, making it much more effective. When you align habits with identity, you create a foundation that can withstand challenges. You're not just pursuing a goal, you're becoming the kind of person who naturally achieves it. This approach is especially helpful for building good habits. Instead of focusing on results, which can be discouraging when progress is slow, focus on aligning with your desired identity. Let's say you want to be healthier. Instead of obsessing over weight loss, think of yourself as a healthy person. With this mindset, choices like eating better or exercising come naturally. Building identity-based habits also helps reduce the reliance on willpower. When a habit is part of who you are, it requires less effort to maintain. In contrast, outcome-based goals often feel like chores because they don't align with our sense of self. This mismatch makes it harder to stick to them over time. Here's a practical way to start. Write down the person you want to become. For example, if you want to be more disciplined, write, I am a disciplined person. Every small action you take is a vote toward becoming that person. The more votes you cast, the stronger your new identity becomes. Clear emphasizes that it's okay to start small. Small actions may seem insignificant, but each one contributes to building your identity over time. One powerful technique is habit stacking, where you link a new habit to an existing one. If you want to meditate, attach it to something you already do, like your morning coffee. This pairing helps integrate the new habit into your daily life. Over time, it becomes part of who you are, rather than something you have to force. Another helpful strategy is to celebrate small wins. Each win reinforces your identity, making it easier to stick with your new habits. Think of it like reinforcing a bridge. Each small win adds another layer of strength, making your habit more resilient over time. To make identity-based habits even stronger, share them with others. Tell people about the person you're becoming. This adds accountability and reinforces your new identity. Surrounding yourself with people who align with your desired identity can also help. If you want to be fit, spend time with people who prioritize health. The people around you can shape your habits. Being in the right environment makes it easier to adopt behaviors that reinforce your new identity. Clear calls this environment design. By changing your surroundings, you create cues that support your desired identity. For instance, if you want to read more, keep books in visible places. This small change makes reading more accessible and aligns with the identity of a reader. Identity-based habits aren't just for positive changes. If you want to quit a bad habit, think about the kind of person who doesn't engage in that behavior. For example, if you want to stop procrastinating, consider yourself as someone who values their time and acts promptly. Each time you resist the temptation to procrastinate, you're casting a vote for this new, time-respecting identity. Clear warns that identity-based habits don't develop overnight. They require patience and consistency. But with time, they become second nature. This approach is like building a house. Each small action is a brick in the foundation of who you're becoming. Over time, the house, the new you, becomes solid. Building an identity-based habit means that even if you have setbacks, you can get back on track more easily. Your identity keeps you grounded. By focusing on identity instead of outcomes, you reduce pressure. You're not chasing a goal, you're simply being yourself, and your habits become effortless. Remember, small actions done consistently create a powerful identity. Start today with one small action that aligns with the person you want to become.